One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Before he's run out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for first down. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Finds his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback goes
guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Hold and fired complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The throw. Catch in the middle is Alexander. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield. It's Dallas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running to the left. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Gets it out fast. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack and creating some momentum.
Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's carry on. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Hauls it in. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. To give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Charlotte. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And you don't see this very often, but big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it all when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Going right to work up top. Now, and he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. Fouls through the defense. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. No doubt Herky the Hawkeye is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team, always, that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to, sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Western Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. On play action on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's busted. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Rides the back on the option to give. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Crosses the 45.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Fears the pressure. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cyclones back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Dallas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's busted. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Grab behind the line. It's busted. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Alexander. And he never had a chance to pick up the 1st down. Knocked out of bounds, and they'll give up the ball. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Rocket. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout either side will soon forget.
Finds his man. It's Dallas.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and win a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.